Hey guys, Tricky2K here. Back once again with some more driving game because recently there's a new game that came out named Grid Autosport. This is not really sure how you would describe it. It's not Grid 3 for obvious reason. It's basically Grid 2 2.0 5B something. The Makotis wasn't really happy with the Grid 2. Well, I think they were kind of happy, but the vast majority of the old Grid 2 fans was not happy with it, or the Grid fans. They thought it was a little bit too arcadish and focused a little bit too much on drifting and whatnot. Yeah, I really enjoyed Grid 2. Then again, I didn't play Grid like anything really, so. But I had a lot of fun with Grid 2. Even it had some flaws, I guess, but good game, very enjoyable. But Grid Autosport is here right now, and they take it back more to the roots of Grid. And as you could see there quickly, the cockpit view was, yeah, trying to show off there. The cockpit view is back, although it's really low definition. I actually read, I think, in the Codis forums something that there is quick little mod you can download and install to unblur the cockpit view. Yeah, but Autosport goes back to its roots more, so it's very less arcadey if you compare it to Grid 2. This is more like, you know, sim, but not like full out sim, but more sim-like anyways. And this is like my first impression of it, where I do 3 races or something, just like trying out to get the feel of the car in this event. There are 5 different tiers, I guess you could call them, you know, that separate them a little bit. This one is the first one you get to try out, which is, I can guess, close to touring car championship, that sort of thing, like BTCC, which I was a huge fan of the BTCC games back when they came out by Codis, of course. So yeah, less arcades, and there are actually some settings you can change on the car, like the downforce, if you want short or long gears, stiffen or soften the suspension. It's no way near like how it is on other games, like I guess Forza, even though I haven't played Forza, but I think it has like kind of wide variety of customization, and of course something like the Gran Turismo games. But it seems to, like, you know, touch like a good middle ground for those of us that want a little bit more serious arcade racing game, or sim racing game, or like, but still kind of like the arcade touch of it. Because even though I think people would like, you know, more sim, I think there's also a huge, you know, crowd of gamers that appreciate that being a little bit, you know, pick up and play thing. Because if it's too advanced, you'll scare off the like new customers or new gamers that hasn't been into racing games before. Those sort of games will still be appealing, but to only to like the die-hardcore fans of racing. I'm really looking forward to get into this game a bit more, to see what it's all about, and also eventually see how the multiplayer works out. The multiplayer in Grid 2 was a little bit of hit and miss in my opinion. I had great fun with it, but then again, it was if you had collision set to on, the most likely would be people either like crashing on purpose, driving extremely rough and aggressive, kind of like you do here and like I do with the AI, So could you just get like really messy? If you started out like in the back or in the middle, you could just like, you know, get in the first corner. If there were 8 cars and then the first corner was really tight, people would crash, and then you can like more or less total your car if you had damage on. So you already more or less like lost the race in 10 seconds in, which was extremely frustrating. I actually enjoyed playing with a ghost mode or no collision on, to be more of like, you know, focus and skill. But then again, it takes away the whole technique of driving. And someone is really skillful, you know, that can brake in time and avoid crashes and that sort of thing. That's a real skill. But with the vast majority not being clean racers in any games online, it's a little bit hard to pull off. So what? Let's get back to talking about this game. So what I noticed right from the start is that my car seemed really slow compared to the other ones. I also made a huge mistake. If you want to score big on the first event, make sure to not skip the qualification, as I did here. I put the game on the second hardest settings because I consider myself pretty experienced with racing games, and then I knew Grid 2. Grid 2 was far too easy, so even if this takes a little bit of time to get used to, I think I would do like fairly well, which I did. But then again, this is the first time I ever played this game, so I didn't know the track and didn't know like how the car handled that sort of thing. So I only managed to get like half or something. I think I started out at 16th, I think, and managed to get to 8th. But I couldn't get to the top position or getting first. But then again, I mean, I like it. I want to challenge. I don't want it to be like super easy like it's been with all the other games. Even though I have to say on this difficulty level, it doesn't seem like that hard right now. But this again is like the first event in the game, so it's supposed to be kind of easy, and don't discourage you from being too hard. But yeah, it seems like you do it in the season mode, which I'm starting out here. It's like you do 2 races on the same track. I think the first one is 2 laps, and then the other one is 3 or 4 laps, depending on how long the track is, I guess. And you try to both, you know, you of course get the best time, but also you have with your sponsors some different objectives, like set the fastest lap on a track, place ahead of a certain opponent, and you know, that sort of thing. To earn the XP, which you use to level up, and I guess because I'm not that far into the game, to get new cars, maybe level them up or something like that. I did finish the first season after this, but unfortunately I haven't been able to play the game that much because it has some sort of issue that seems to be occurring with people that have NVIDIA cards. So after a while, randomly, the screen just freezes. I knew this could occur in Grid 2, but that only happened when I had a faulty video card overclock. The screen freezes, the game and the sound still plays in the background, but it stops to update the picture itself, and then you can do nothing about it. But Alt-Tab, which makes the game crash. Now, once that happened, if you try to restart the game, the only thing that will happen is that the Grid 2 logo will show up, and then you'll hear the Intel theme sound playing. A little bit choppy, but you won't get past the logo even if you can hear everything like kind of working in the background. And if you Alt-Tab, the game will crash, and then you like stuck in that kind of loop. So I hope Codis will sort this problem out soon. I think it's a shame that once again you get to the game that's broken on release. I mean, that's and I pre-ordered this game. I just want to, I'm not sure who I hate the most, Codis or myself. Don't ever pre-order games. In this day and age, people just don't seem to care to finish the product before you release it. But anyways, it's been me taking a quick look at Grid 2 Autosport. Seems like a great ton of fun, just like Grid. And I will get back to you with more videos as I get to play the game. I'll also be switching my new computer. See you next time, guys. Bye.